Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where last episode we set out for the Dirk Memorial Park for the 4SPG Parc Perilleux, fighting through the monsters on the path and fishing up some new catches before taking down the Abyssworm target at the end of the road. However, an A-rank Carp still eludes us.
I think we need to thin out the arowana population.
Look, dinner! Yeah! Got something! Look, dinner!
I don't know if hitting the excellence modifies anything. But even if I do, I get an arowana.
Got something! Look, dinner!
So I have a request. Can you check the main tab on the notebook? Why? Why? Officer rank D? What do you want to see? I only eat sweets 10 times per day being crossed out? Oh, you just want me to see that. A hot morning shower and a dip in the sauna, blessings to oneself. 5, a life of leisure is the goal. We'll still make sure the job gets done. Okay. They've changed the stuff, have they? Spoilers.
Rather do the eating than the catching, but fine. Yeah!
10 times a day. Nadia puts no limit
Got something!
on anything but, like, actually moving around by the look of it.
Look, dinner!
I hate you, Tiger. It's not dinner. We're not eating any of these. For some reason, we turn them into relaxants. Why would we eat them as well if everything has, like, a jar or pill inside of it?
Got
All of these fish have been legitimately polluted by items in their stomachs. I mean, we don't eat the stomachs, I guess, but that's not the point.
Look, dinner!
Well, that's all my fishing bait for now, so we're going to have to go buy more no matter what. It seems fishing for a rank anything is a little bit harder than you'd think. So I guess for now, we continue the sweep. I have to be moving to cancer fishing supplies.
Anything you want?
I'm really tempted. I don't think that's a bad idea to get a lot of them.
Hope you get good use out of it.
Alright, will I remember to come back there before we move on with our story? I guess the thing is maybe? Alright, we've been at Tyrell, Saint-Marche, and Dirk Memorial, and Old Town. Station Street is where another quest awaits us.
Here I go!
Should I start with the quest or start with the sweeping? Oh my goodness, there's a lot to talk about, so we probably should start with the sweeping. Seems there's not much to worry about on Station Street today. It feels like Edith's been a little brighter ever since that mafia group disappeared. Still, the small-time crime never sleeps. I'll need to keep an eye out. I imagine if we move on to Trion Tower, it might not move the story forward. Now, are you two getting along better? And see, what the bunny picked up was the seagulls. That's really interesting, Mina. Mummy loves hearing your stories. Was that from a book someone read to you, or did you come up with it by yourself? Yeah, it was both. So she used her imagination to add on to a storybook. Is that what she means? That must be why it was so interesting. How about you tell me the rest after we get home, okay? You see, Mummy needs to go to the bank right now, and we have to be really quiet when we're inside. Ah, don't be sad, Mina. I promised you could tell me the ending at home, didn't I? My daughter loves talking to me about all kinds of things. She actually used to be a bit unruly, always throwing tantrums, but I think it was because I wasn't giving her proper attention. That's why I've been trying to engage with her more often lately. You know, she's actually about to start Sunday school in April. I hope she'll be okay. Well, just in case, I plan on letting her do a few trial classes beforehand. Hopefully they'll go smoothly. I love Mummy because she listens to all my stories. Before, when she didn't listen, it made me really sad. Yes, listen. It sucks that I wasn't able to get us that contract in Meseldam. Guess I was too focused on enjoying the ballet and all the seafood. Well, it's fine. I'll just have to do better on my Longport trip. We'll see you there then.
Business will be better this year.
I wonder if he's checked the bulletin board yet. I'm sure he exists. Oh, he's talking about... Yeah, I guess he's got a request for us. Why don't we check the bulletin board for more details? I'll be back for you then. I speak to our bestest best friend who doesn't really know us.
Just a rumor, right?
It's true that the Spriggan went to Meseldam. Sheesh, sounds like he's had a hard turn of fate lately. Wasn't this guy also in Van's notes? Yeah, apparently he used to be a pretty famous getaway driver. Maybe we could use him to escape from some of our jobs. Think he would let us use his car as a nap station? Don't even think about it. Giordano's actually one of Dingo Brad's old acquaintances. Oh, sorry, it was lost in thought for a moment. Nothing for you to worry about, though. Old Giordano will get you where you need. Alright, here we go. The big old Western store.
Maybe I should.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
Where the lady doesn't shut up on the tannoy ever. Welcome to the Western Department Store. Ever since the new year began, we've seen a rather large influx of customers. I suppose we should expect good prospects for the future. It's imperative that we keep this momentum. We must not allow ourselves to be overtaken by Trion Moore.
Let's go.
Have you been up to visit the rooftop yet? Last year, we were only able to use it as a simple rest space for our customers. Maybe she heard me. However, we decided to start using it for events and performances as well.
Thank you for visiting the Western
The customers
Department
actually seem to be fairly receptive to the idea.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Oh well, since my husband's going to be gone for a while, I think
hope
I
you enjoy shopping
might
with
just
us.
partake in a little retail therapy. Although I do wish he was here to tell me how nice I look. Welcome. The foods we sell here are from a variety of diverse locales. Feel free to take a look. We've even found replacements for the produce we were getting from Cray Village. That being said, we appreciate their past contributions and continue to grieve such a tragic loss of life.
Let's go.
By the way, did you know that there's been an increase of trains between Ored and the Republic?
Thank you for visiting
It's
the
so much
Western
easier to
Department
get
Store.
produce from there now. Hopefully we'll get more people visiting as well. I actually hadn't been
Our
able to
stores
return
have a
to
wide
Ored
variety of
until
fine
the beginning of
goods
this
for sale.
year.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
I'm going to buy these oil sardines.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
They should put a 4 SPG up
Please come back
somewhere in the
anytime.
game that is literally called like destroy all tannoys. And we go around every store and we break them. I'd appreciate that. Like some in-game aware Falcomness, please. It sounds like Longport's been seeing a lot of action lately. I'm not super keen on going back, but it might be a good idea to check in on everyone. Well, I need to hit up Dr. Longkai for some stuff anyway. Maybe I'll make a trip soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
No. Oh, sorry, don't mind me. I was just talking to myself. Say, you're those Substitute Spriggans,
On the
aren't
roof
you?
of this building,
Van
you
told
will
me
find
about
a
you
rest
guys.
area surrounded by greenery.
He's a big fan of my pharmacy and always picks our stock clean too. Why don't you have a
Should
look?
you need a break from your shopping, you
This
are
guy's
more
name
than
is
welcome to
Lilian, I
relax
think.
there.
He was in Van's notes. Yeah, they mentioned something about him being part of the Gecko School too. Looks like he's got something on his mind. Do you have a quest as well? Make sure you take a look at our stock. All of our medicines are of the highest quality. Whatever you're looking for, we have it. Our medicines will cure anything and everything that's ailing you.
What can I get for you today?
Purifying spice. And energy jelly.
Please come back soon.
So what I do, right, as a programmer, right? Okay. Open the
Your
door.
attention, please.
Welcome to Western Department Store. Do the original spiel, stop. When I leave,
If you
thank
need-
you for shopping with us.
Directly sourced from farmers. Look no
But
further
no.
than Golden Groceries. We invite everyone
I'm always
to come
surprised
and
by
see for
how
yourselves.
many different parts the store has. Let's see, why don't I just stick to changing out my sword's handle grip for today? If I'm not mistaken, this boy is an exchange student from the Empire, from Four's Military Academy's current class 7. Whoa, really? No wonder I couldn't find any openings on him. While he's facing away from us. How good is he then? I mean, okay, being part of Class 7 means you're like special ops in a weird sense, right? But like,
Ladies and gentlemen, your
how good is this
please.
compared to the Class 7 we know? What is the current crop of students like? Look at my pigtails, wee!
On the roof of this building, you will find a rest area
Oh, it's you
surrounded
two.
by greenery.
Van mentioned his substitutes will be coming around, so you're them, huh? He also said something about you guys
Should you
having
need a
unique
break from
weaponry.
your shopping, you
Oh,
are
Van
more
also
than
left your
welcome to
info in his
relax
notes for us. Sylvie, a gunsmith with exceptional skill. Honestly, our weapons might be a little more than just unique. Are you sure you're up to doing maintenance on them? Well, guns may be my speciality, but I've dealt with all kinds of weapons over the years. Don't worry, they'll be in good hands. I'll see what I can do. I can also vouch for Sylvie's skills. Actually, most bracers in the capital get their weapons serviced here. She's even done some work on my sword. There you have it, even an A rank, trust me. Gun, sword, you name it,
Ladies and
I'll get them fixed in no
gentlemen,
time.
Your attention, please.
By the way, I heard the engineer from Cray started working at the Vern
On the
store.
roof of
Kana,
this
right?
building, you will find
Didn't
a
she used to
rest
work
area
with you?
Surrounded by greenery.
Yep, but she told me she didn't want to rely on my charity anymore, so I introduced her to the Vern store.
Should you need a break from your
Actually,
shopping,
I introduced
you are
her to
more
a
than
lot of
welcome to
places.
relax
Didn't think
there.
she'd choose that one. Well, she's pretty good with hardware, isn't she? I remember thinking she was like one of those old-timey mechanical engineers. We stopped by the village some time ago, even got to take a look at her factory. Still, comparing that old shop to the Vern store, it's like they're two different worlds. Yeah, she apparently had a bit of difficulty adjusting to the job at first, but I think she's managed to find a niche. We still meet up every now and then, actually. Sounds like she's been doing okay. I'm always willing to lend a hand if she needs it, though.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
Kana's doing her best to move on in the world. Can't blame her for that. I mean, it does kind of get lonely
Our
around here
stores
without
have
an
a wide
assistant, but
variety
I've
of
been
fine
running this
goods
place
to
alone for
sell.
years. Plus, customer satisfaction is as high as ever, so if you need anything,
We
feel
hope
free to
you
stop on
enjoy
by.
shopping with us.
If you need something custom made, I got you covered.
You sell sniper's gloves, do you? Sounds like something that might be
You
a
better
trade
take
good.
good care of it.
You suppose they have more
I
stuff
carry
to buy,
nothing
though.
but the finest.
Ah, the customization menu. Oh, so the weapons that are on offer here are actually better, but it's because I've upgraded the other ones. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
I better equip them then, hadn't I?
On the roof of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
There we go. Beast Killers Plus. Not
Should
Ensemble
you need
Plus.
a break
Sinclair
from
Plus.
your
No, Ensemble
shopping,
Plus.
You are more than welcome to relax there.
And Wingblade. Job done. I always feel like just doing this so it's off the menu. Do you know what I mean?
You better take good care of it.
I really, really want those leggings from EGC, but I don't have any mirror. If only I had a rich husband. Still needing the rich husband then. All my worries will be washed away. Why has everything been going so terribly for me lately? Things were starting to look
Ladies
up at the
and
Revolution
gentlemen,
Festival,
your
weren't they?
attention, please.
Can't remember who you were hanging around with then. Welcome
On
to
the roof of
Jardim.
this
We
building,
procured a
you will
variety of
find a
quality
rest
clothing
area
here that's sure to
surrounded by
satisfy your
greenery.
everyday needs. By the way, are you at all familiar with the fast fashion stores over at the Trion
Should
Mall?
you need a break from
There are
your
a number of
shopping,
new
you
apparel
are more than
manufacturers
welcome
in the
to
industry
relax
lately,
there.
and my goodness, they have quite the range of products. Still, we have a fair amount of different styles here as well. If you're ever uncertain about what to wear, feel free to ask us for a consultation. So you weren't saying fast fashion is in the derogatory.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Crocodile wallet. If you know what I mean, fast
Please
fashion
stop
is
by
kind of
again.
like a bad thing for the environment, after all.
Ladies
What's
and
on the
gentlemen,
menu?
your attention,
Mango
please.
ole.
If you
Wow, we're so high up.
Has this been built up anymore? Oh, with views out here. With their incredibly bad choreographed routine. Alright everyone, 3, 2, oh, this is the Idol Girls. I've heard the genre they're working in has been really struggling to become mainstream. Their costumes are so frilly and cute. Think maybe they'd let me wear one. I'm sure it would get enemies to let their guard down quicker. Could be useful for infiltration missions as well. Why don't we both wear them? Then we'd be unstoppable. I think I'll pass. These two are quite the comedy duo. Boom, boom goes my heart. Our love's off to a start. That's how they're singing, yeah. They're rapping, actually. Boom, boom. Sure. Welcome to Western Department Store's rooftop. As you can see, we've recently started showcasing performances here. We hope to use this terrace to entertain our customer base from now on.
What would you like?
Refreshing currant juice and a straight tea.
Will you stop by again sometime?
Oh, tea on the rocks next. Right, that's Western checked out. How's our favorite Orbital store doing? Have I talked to you? Oh, you're not anyone.
Lady!
Get out of there before they talk again. Well, the Bracer Guild's over here too.
Of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive.
Let's see, what's trending on my feed right now? Whoa, check this out, Greta. Oh, that picture is everything. Oh, I'm obsessed. BT Dubs Kopeka. You really know your way around that T-phone, huh? Well, I did snag it for free in that raffle last year. But these days, there's so many people posting on their T-phones that trying to keep up with it all is like a full-time job. Wow, way to humble brag. Must be nice living life on the cutting edge. Maybe I'll save up some money and get my own. Go for it, girl. Once you buy one, I can be your personal T-phone tutor. The T-phone's all the rage nowadays. You should get one too. Ah, if only it didn't take forever to save up for. Before I got my T-phone, I was stuck borrowing my dad's laptop every day. It was such a pain though. Seriously, why did it take so long just to upload pics? With the T-phone, I can post photos as soon as I take them. It's like the best thing ever. Darn it, how'd I end up back here? Did I overshoot my destination? Man, I figured I'd have better luck this year. But I'm the same as ever. Well, I won't let this get in my way. During last year's Revolution Festival, I actually ended up wandering into some super seedy underground area. I had to get someone to lead me back topside, but every time I tried to find the place since, it's like it never even existed, and I just end up lost again. I remember there being some scary monsters there too, but when I told my friends about it, they had no clue what I was talking about. So weird. It's because they move the place, they move the actual location, don't they, from time to time? But somehow it looks exactly the same every time. I believe we'll make perfect time then. We can't make the councillors wait after all. So we'll all have a meal together, followed by an interview with the authorities over in Van Tai district. Unfortunately, it seems we were unable to get an interview with the president. Well, at least we have a chance to speak with members of the Senate. Just you wait, the Tyrell Times will have the other publications trembling with fear. Still, why does the editor-in-chief insist on having that girl play all the important roles? She's just so naive, and that's not even to mention how inexperienced she is. I'll admit some of her articles last year were on par with my own, but I'm sure there were any flukes. Well, I suppose we'll just have to see if she sinks or swim. Ooh. Malay has a new rival. One she doesn't really care for. But that's kind of the way it worked before, the other way around. Hey Elaine, how's your investigation going? I'm assuming it's right on track knowing you. I haven't met with too many problems recently. However, I did take it upon myself to recruit some more help. You make it sound like we're mercenaries. Does the guild really trust us? I mean, we're only Substitute Spriggans after all. There's no need to be so humble, you two. I've heard about what you guys did back in Crossbell. And I know you have your own problems you're working to solve as well. Say, maybe the guild's information network can help you out some. As long as we all work together, you can kill two birds with one stone, don't you think? I see. I kind of have a feeling he's bluffing. Still, you think they'd know something about who we're looking for? I guess it's not impossible, but it's probably best we don't involve the guild any more than we need to. These kids, I really would like to help them somehow. Actually, the guild's been pretty short-handed for a while now. We've been holding on to our current staff, but there's a fair pile of incidents we haven't been able to get to yet. We just don't have the numbers. When you have some free time, think maybe you could lend us a hand? Sounds like he's hiding something. He's been friendly so far, but I feel like we shouldn't let our guard down. Who knows, maybe he'll try to work us to death. Oh, this is how they recruit. Actually, so then technically working them to death is correct. Hello, Alvis, Regina. Oh, working even on standby, are we? Elaine, welcome back. Oh, and you brought company. These must be Arkride Solutions' new Substitute Spriggans. For a pair of teens, you look pretty on top of your game. Now, we're just going to point out here the distance between the table and the laptop. So if you want to look at it, it's actually pretty far away. So you'd have to have the text really high, wouldn't you? If you want to type on it, you'd have to go... Why not just have them on your laps, guys? Or pull the chairs closer. One of the two. This is a bit of a silly show. Thanks for chipping on the guild's request, by the way. We're expecting big results out of you. Especially when I can just walk in and see as much of the screen as you are. It's not exactly top secret, is it? You got it, boss. So are those laptops for the investigation? Nah, this is for a different assignment. We've been getting a lot more Orbital Network-related jobs lately. It's a byproduct of T-phones entering the market. They've introduced a whole slew of new criminal activity, from online fraud to malicious hacking. Yeah, I've been giving Alvis a few primers while we work through the cases. The basics can be easily enough, but this sort of thing is more Regina's forte than it is mine. Back to what I was saying though, can we use this comms log to determine the nearest relay station? We sure can. Remember that protocol analysis procedure. You just cross-reference it with a list of relay stations and... being a bracer seems pretty rough. In this day and age, it's imperative that we keep our body of knowledge up with the times. Issues where we can't determine the root cause, such as these service disruptions, force us to look outward for assistance. Yeah, that tracks. It's the whole reason you came knocking for me and S in the first place. Remember when they just used to be battle plus maybe diplomacy? Kind of like police in that regards, but without, you know, NGO-wise. And now they're having to learn all the latest tech stuff. You know, I'm actually fairly adept with Orbital Tech. I've been trying to teach everyone how to use some of it with my free time lately. I mean, Alvis is already a B-rank, right? You should know how to use a tracing program by now. What? Elaine and Lard picked it up a lot faster than I expected, though. So don't give up, Alvis. Just you wait. I'll have this stuff mastered in no time. I mean, I'm good at fighting, though. Still, I shouldn't be making excuses. It's not right to leave everything to Regina all the time. Oh, but of course, if you ever need anything, Elaine, feel free to give me a shout. Thank you, Alvis. I'll consider coming to you in the future. She'll consider it. Oh, man, she doesn't see me as someone she can rely on, huh? Oh? Seems like he's got a few issues he needs to work through. I don't know why you let Fee go this soon after an incident, though. I know that Fee was only here to do the bracer tour, as it were. But still. She seemed like a good fit. What's our next replacement? Who can we send in as a replacement bracer now? Ooh. I suppose we'll be in the capital for the foreseeable future. And please, try not to forget why we're here in the first place, mistress. After all, the master will be counting on you to be his contact in Edith. Her name's not mistress. Please make sure to maintain proper decorum. The new year is always a bit too busy for my liking. I'm glad things have finally settled down. By the way, we bought an apartment in the capital recently. We'll be enjoying our life among the streets of Edith from now on. Although, I suppose I've been a regular around here for a while now. Annalise? Oh no, they totally should send Annalise. I've been taking a look around the Trion Mall and Tyrell District since the beginning of the year. They're a far cry from anything you'll find in Horation, that's for sure. It's also tantalizing. But why do I always seem to find myself in this cafe? They better do that. If they haven't done that, they should have done that. Why it brings Annalise back. Annalise is actually 8 Leaves, 1 Blade as well. And you've got the... what was it called again? Black God 1 Blade? You've got the opposing, the other faction, like, around here as well. That could be really cool with Shizuna. That could, like, be really cool. And then Annalise meets Shizuna, and from, like, the meetings and all that, she starts to develop more of a style to her own mastery. That would be, like, a cool subplot. The new T-phone was formally released to the market recently. We also have a few units for sale, on consignment from the Vern store, of course. I hope you'll continue to use Iota for all your Orbital needs in the future. You know, Ilhan and I have known each other since we were students, and it seems like seeing the T-phone for the first time has triggered the old idea factory in his brain. That guy never changes, huh?
Got plenty of custom parts.
I mean, I guess not everyone can... if everyone's a Divine Blade, it kind of takes the point of being a Divine Blade out of doing things, is what some people would probably argue. But it's just using an old legacy character.
Glad I was able to help you out.
In a new way. It'd be interesting for those who have followed the series for so long. Welcome. We have all the latest in Orbital products and accessories. Please let me know if there's something you'd like. And on our second floor, we have a cafe. It's the perfect place to rest and recuperate. If there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask one of our staff. I've been working here for about a year now. The job comes so easily to me. I've undertaken a lot of new responsibilities lately too. It helps that I'm always willing to try new things.
What would you like?
A bronze lighter, obviously. Used as an emergency light source. Don't ask why these young kids are buying it.
Always happy to visit my favorite Orbital cafe.
Nadia is bored with the sweep.
Please at least consider my...
So this cafe is something of a base of operations for your research project.
How interesting. As it so happens, the owner Ilhan is one of the Institute's alumni. It's plain to see that he puts his civil engineering studies to good use designing this place. The atmosphere is just lovely. I'm glad you find it so agreeable. By the way, Associate Professor, have you already finished your business here in the capital? For the most part, yes. I was attending a conference on communications infrastructure with a few of my colleagues in the field. I simply wanted to pay a few of my students a visit before heading home. Speaking of which, I hear Grimbat the Phantom Foff, I don't know. I hear Gimbat's been visiting Edith for his fair share of meetings as well. Yes, he's quite busy apparently. It's no surprise given how in demand he is on so many fronts. Let's rouge the bat, Grimbat. What a magnificent man! Well, I suppose we'll just have to work doubly hard to match his brilliance. The T-phone's really been taking off in the capital, huh? Although I think Basil has everyone beat. They use it for practically everything over there. It's interesting to see how technology shapes the way people interact with the world. This truly is a fine cafe. I wonder if urban engineering was taken into account when designing the interior. The practicality of the space certainly indicates as much. It really is rather marvelous. Perhaps I should exchange some ideas with Ilhan later. Hey lad, sort of drag you along on this. I know you've already got enough work to sift through. No big deal. Least I can do for all the times you did me a solid. Sure, it'll leave the capital a little short-staffed, but I think we trained up enough young blood to pick up the slack while we're gone. Normally I'd file you right into the young pile too, but I suppose you've shaped up since the day you've rolled into the guild. Speaking of which, there's been talk about promotions coming up. How do you like your chances? Still too early for me. Besides, I'd like to spend some more time getting the newbies up to snuff. I'd rest a lot easier if we had a few more talented recruits at our branch. Maybe say 2 of them? Yeah, I did notice the eyes shoot to the side there. I see where you're going with this. There do seem to be a few worthy candidates around. Call me a narcissist, but I get the feeling you're talking about us. Not in the least. Whatever gave you that idea? Come on, Elaine. Enough with the death glares. We're just poking fun. I expect you both to be above schoolyard teasing. Particulars aside, these 2 are merely civilians for the moment. Yeah, shame on you. I demand a nice big bump in payment to cover the emotional damages. At the end of the day, our cooperation hinges on being able to choose the work we take on. Message received. Anyway, thanks for lending us a hand. Better than being with the gardens, am I right? It's too bad Ismail and I are leaving the capital for a while. There were a few things we wanted to verify with you. It'd be great if we could get together for a nice long chat down the line, though. About what? Lahad and Ismail have been working cases involving the gardens for several years now. Is that so? Oh yeah, you braces did come pretty close to nabbing us a few times here and there. No hard feelings though, we wound up using you to keep our old co-workers busy during our great escape. That sort of behind the scenes intel is exactly what we're looking for now that the gardens are defunct. They bit the big one around the same time as Almata, but they were already on their last legs at that point. Anyway, I hope you'll talk it over with us later. Think of it as a memorial service mixed with an expose. Well, we do kind of owe you in a roundabout way, so sure, that could be arranged. It's heavy stuff though, so you might want to stock up on tissues. I've been worried about a lot lately, like those recent serial killer incidents. Well, anyway, we've got a business trip we need to be heading off to. Make sure you help Elaine while we're gone, alright? And maybe we can take some time to talk when I'm back. You know, brace her to former Gardens members. Lahad's taken on the task of dealing with everything related to the gardens recently. Honestly, with all the roles he's undertaken, he should have enough experience for a promotion. Not that he seems to care all that much. Well, I guess he'd be even busier with requests as an A-ranker. Ooh. Yeah, I think I might understand where he's coming from. I mean, to be honest, he is basically a one-man show. A-rank. Oh, welcome. Would you like some coffee? And still, Estelle and Joshua still aren't A-rank, right? Right? You know, I've noticed those T-phones have been around an awful lot lately. They seem quite useful. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we all have the latest news at our fingertips. Do you think Fee will be there before? I wonder what else could be done with a T-phone. Maybe a service that makes use of their net access? Perhaps this time I thought of starting a new business. Here we go again. Thank you for your Excel banana smoothie.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
To be honest, they know these former assassin types that are young are a pretty good fit for the guild, weirdly. So it's no wonder they want them. It's no wonder. And oftentimes those kids are looking for like some form of legitimacy.
is a way of looking at it too.
Well then, shall we?
Right, why are we here? You know why we're here. I guess I should walk to the midpoint, actually. Let's try a little bit more for the fish. And then next up on our mission list is the quest. So get ready to hear the
There appear
phrase.
to be
I'd
fish
rather
here.
do the eating than the catching, but fine.
Say the line, Bart.
I'd rather do the eating than the catching, but
Oh, it's not
fine.
these two fishing spots. I guess the end point might be better, actually, now that I think about it.
Looks like a nice place to
I'd rather
fish.
do the eating than the catching, but fine.
Here we go again. They're always super capable when they join the guild. Yeah, these assassin types. It's because they've got, like... I guess, like, teaching battle is hard, but teaching, I guess, stealth and stuff? Sneaking is probably harder still? I don't know. Be an effective
This is
one-man
the catch
covert
of the
unit.
century.
Oh! First time back. Catch of the century obtained. So we've got our second A-rank fish. All that time wasted before wasn't so
Opening
bad. I guess. No, wait a second. Yes, it was. I'm back to Station Street.
Let's be on our way.